Just wanted to do a quick video about the new Xbox One and how they apparently claim they sold 1 million consoles at over $500 per console, which I'm going to have to do the math on that, and how they're promoting the product, which is supposed to be able to watch you in your house and reports information back to Microsoft. And I wanted to show you a little clip of this video of this guy who works for Microsoft.
Because as neat as it looks, I don't want Spy Box in my house. As neat as it looks, I don't want the Spy Box in my house.
Most of the information is kept on the actual Xbox. But none of it's getting sent out.
No, but somebody's it's like somebody's watching you. Nobody likes having their house watched.
See, it's a joke. He's not going to deny it because he knows very well. I just wanted to also point out that the NSA Connect is being used in the schools, or is proposed to be used, and that they're saying that you can disconnect the Connect and use the console, but there always will be like a little message on the screen that won't let you really see the screen, so you have to connect, and it reads your blood and your vital signs and stuff, and it has like a big box that looks like a VCR, which sends back messages, allegedly like a DVR.
We started by bringing gaming to life, by bringing life to gaming.
Story.
Character, real emotion. Then, we added you.
Me.
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 Definitely me. And 40 million of our closest friends. And with every person we added, the world we created became richer. Filled with more joy, adrenaline, and excitement.
So they're heavily promoting this and hiring people that work for them directly. I've heard even Microsoft is purchasing the consoles and bought over hundreds of thousands of them. They're just giving them out free to elites to promote, and they're even paying people to make videos.
Okay, now that I have your attention, disguised as a video game add-on, Microsoft's Kinect is the all-seeing eye that sits on top of your TV, watching your every move, listening to every conversation, and even monitoring vital health information. The new Kinect can see in the dark, pick out human voices in a noisy living room, and read your heart rate just by looking at your face. It is always listening even when your Xbox is on standby mode, not even turned on. It is listening and always recording. Microsoft is actually trying to integrate Kinect into the classroom. Sold as a learning tool, Kinect will continue to spy on your child all day in school and at home. Do you want Big Brother watching you in your own living room? We already have CCTV watching us everywhere, and now the NSA want to monitor us inside our own homes.
Okay, so they're hiring a lot of people to make videos. They're giving them thousands of dollars and then free console to get on and say how sexy and hot this product is. They also, like the guy right now, he's got this Hot Wheels shirt on, and they're putting him on Worldstar and everywhere, and he's showing, you know, it, and he's trying to say it's so sexy, but it looks like a VCR. It's heavy, it has a lot of cords, a lot of electricity coming out of it. You're going to need a circuit breaker. It could drain and blow out your electricity circuits because of how much it drains. If you hook that up with the Comcast box, you're going to, and all of the cords and everything, it's really going to put a lot of draining on one side of your house, but they're not going to tell you all that. They're not going to tell you how the thing is, the charger's in the back, and you have to reach behind just to put it in, and how he's saying he's going to disconnect from the Kinect, but if he does, he can't even see the screen, but he's not going to tell you all that, because he wants you to buy it. He just wants to get his commission, and he's going to portray it as, you know, the hottest trend, and he's going to make it like, and all of them will say, oh, the console's so sleek and but it's really, if you don't connect to the Kinect, you can't even play the games, plus you can't share them. It's just one thing where you just get to keep them yourself, and it's basically Big Brother's 666 check-in center. And what you do is you hook this up where they can look into your house and look and read your vital signs and check everything you're doing, and then you report in with this microphone, and everything you say, they just keep a record of it, and it's all tracked. And it's just like checking into Big Brother. Most elites, you know, have to have these. It's the new you know, system for them, the Mark of the Beast Pre. And I heard these headphones had some sort of viruses or things connected to them. I wouldn't use them or trust them, but they're for you to basically relay back messages to the elites on whatever you're doing, so they can make sure that you're being a good citizen, because some people have been accused of not being down with the minorities. I mean the elite, so they came up with this box to like track them, and so they can prove, look, you can watch me through the Xbox, and I'm doing everything you said, I'm following all the rules. So these are usually just check-in devices for members of the secret societies, and they will try to get people to connect as well, because of course they want to watch you. And that's why whenever you say Xbox, it just comes on, because they want you to connect into this world so they can program you into this life of this hardcore person. Now, what I want to know is, why did GTA or Grand Theft Auto sell billions of copies, 3 billion or so copies of their game, but yet there's only 1 million Xboxes sold? So it seems to me that the numbers are inflated, and that people aren't really using the Xbox One because they don't want to go through this Secret Service checking them through, watching through their houses, listening to everything, because people still want some sort of freedom. So this is just like a test thing for Bill Gates to run for the government, to see how well people will let the government listen to them and track them through their homes. Because I guess over in Europe and other places now, they already have things where they can listen in the home to make sure there's no crimes being committed. And it's just kind of like that movie that was out with Tom Cruise. I think it was Minority Report, whatever, where they can track you based on like what your thoughts are if you're going to commit a crime, or you know, they can do like lie detector tests or brain scans and say that you committed crimes, and they could predict it before you do it. And so they like basically will get the right to listen into your homes, and they have already done that in certain countries. And if I find the article, I'll put it below. But it's just a test thing that's just bringing in the New World Order. And then they have this guy from Seattle, Magnum, whatever his name is, the rapper, white dude, and he's promoting the gay agenda. And a lot of these guys who use these things, look at this box too, it's so huge, the cable, that's the thing you connect the cords. But a lot of these people who use these consoles are gay. They're supposedly have something in there that can turn men to where they switch homosexual almost, because they get so numbed down by playing these games, and then they get into these worlds where they don't want to have any interaction with women or any relationships. But this is the thing that supposedly it's like 3 or different parts to this. A headphone, this thing with the eye, they call it the government eye, and it sits, I guess, on top of somewhere you have to put it. But if you got a cable box and all this, I don't know where you're going to put all this and hook it, all these cords. It's just going to drain down the circuits, and you're going to could cause a fire failure. They're going to really overheat. You're not going to have enough juice to run it, but they did it anyway. But this is the thing that watches you, and they claim you could disconnect it. That's what they try to sell it as. But if you try to do that, you can't even see the full screen, and it's going to be like a waste of your money to buy it if you're not going to check in with Big Brother. So there's your check-in station. Your Mark of the Beast chips are in there and everything. It's just a test run, and next time they'll put it in your hand. And so you just gotta let the elites know, look, I'm down, get your box. And that's what people are doing, but the Christians aren't. Most people aren't buying them. So don't fall for the hype of things and the trends of people who buy others to sell stuff and promote, because that's their job. They have to do that in order to survive. So I just want to do a quick one just to warn people, be careful about this new Xbox One. It's not all that it seems. People are still looking into it, and they're finding out it's crazy programming, check-in centers for the elites to just monitor you. And I also heard they could possibly give you heart attack, because there was this machine where they could do heart attacks. And if they have enough power voltage through there, they could possibly send some sort of signals that could affect your health as well. Because why would they want to check the health and monitor it through that? So this is the big giant VCR looking console that they made that is huge. And he's trying to say how sexy it is, but it's really like sending you back to the Stone Ages. And after 8 years of all this technology, all they did was come back with this stuff to just put you under some kind of mind control and no freedom, and not sleeker, smaller devices that are lighter and easier to feel free with. No, they're just trapping you down with more heavy equipment. And look at all these things in the back. I mean, all these cords, and you got to be like a computer geek to figure it out. And here's the thing where you have to charge the cord from the back, so you have to reach around and put the thing for the remote back there. And something suspicious about all these stuff in the back, and somebody will eventually take it apart and figure out where the chips are. So this information you need reporting all when we're with you. Watch out, people. Bill Gates is not all what you think he is, and he just wants to make his money to support that mansion he lives in. It's like a big island mansion empire, and it costs a lot of money to pay the staff and all the people that work at his corporation. So he's just going to throw things out there. He doesn't care. He wants to meet his deadlines. He doesn't care if people, he has to do this for whoever gave him this agenda to make this product. It's not about the customer and about what's better for them. It's about tracking people and a new world order surveillance.